In this game, you play inside a robotic civilization that is under the control of a villain who hacked into the car systems, leading to a massive chaos on this world. As the player, you play as a car that beat this hack and on a journey to put an end to this corruption. Welcome to Riot Ride. This is a car combat roguelike game and we'll be documenting its development from start to finish. We came up with this strange idea by blending mechanics from different games into one, such as Need for Speed and Twisted Metal. But our inspiration mainly came from San Andreas multiplayer, where we enjoyed the excitement of evading cops in our modded car and destroying their vehicle meanwhile. At first, we considered making a multiplayer game, but we had learned from our past to not. That's when the idea of making a car combat roguelike game emerged. We believed this would offer a fresh combination of genres along with a short story. With this idea in mind, we were ready to embark on this project. We are currently in the prototyping phase, implementing core game mechanics and experimenting with different ideas. For example, we tried out several camera perspectives before settling on the top-down view. We are also constantly improving on the enemy pathfinding system and adjusting the car controller to achieve the desired game feel. During testing, we have encountered some hilarious situations. For instance, one time the car drove on 2 wheels only and was still able to shoot enemies. Another time, the car landed on top of a block and was able to shoot enemies from above without being shot at. And shut up, this is not a bug, it's a feat. We can't wait to see what crazy stunts you guys can pull off in this game when it finally releases. In addition to these changes, we are currently working on the level generator as this is a roguelike game. We plan to create about 10 different level themes to start with. For instance, the levels will be related to the game story as the player gradually works their way to the final villain, which could be a big car factory, for example. The first level could also be a port full of containers and ramps for the player to learn the car movement mechanics, so this would maybe serve as a small starting tutorial. Furthermore, there will be different upgrades that the player can find in the levels which they can equip at their garage. These upgrades will range from cosmetics, heavy weapons and armor, engine builds, you name it, just to help make the player experience as unique as possible. So the player will start with a weak stock car, but they will gradually be able to upgrade it as the enemies get harder. Speaking of which, we're currently prototyping the first enemy type. It doesn't have a name yet, but this enemy attempts to get close to the player and blow itself up if it stays close for a certain amount of time. Anyways, we will make sure to cover more details in future devlogs, so hit the subscribe button to stay updated about the game progress. That's it for this devlog. Support this project at our Patreon and get access to exclusive content, and follow us on our social media to get weekly updates about the game.